Hi Fourthies, welcome to your language lesson. Please be sure you're on page 123. And as you can see on the screen, it looks like review, and it is because we have a test on Friday. Okay, so thank you for coming prepared. Let's look at page 123, the very first part, think A. As you can probably surmise, we are just going to label this friendly letter, all right? And then at our Zoom meeting, we are going to go over what needs to be capitalized and like certain punctuation marks that need to be added to the letter. If you can kind of figure that out on your own, that would be cool. At least like things that you need to capitalize. So number one, that's the heading. And remember, the heading is a part of the letter that has the address of the sender as well as the date of the letter. Number two is the greeting, and that's a very long greeting, as you can see in this letter. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Hamilton, Jesse, and Esther. You know what? Now that I see it, I kind of believe we don't need this part, Jesse and Esther, because when you're addressing someone, either you say their first name or their last name. So, like me, when you see me, you don't say, hi, Miss Severa April Joy. No. So I'm going to just take that out, and you can do that too, because that's not needed, and I'll put my comma right here. Okay. So after the greeting comes the body, and it's a very short body. I like how they even like indented, which is necessary. So that's the body. And then you have the closing. So you can either put sincerely or love or yours truly. Here it seems like it's a formal letter, meaning it's not very personal. So they put sincerely. And sincerely means like you really mean it. Tyler is a signature. So that's how you'll label the letter. And again, at our Zoom meeting, we'll see what else needs to be like capitalized. And you can probably tell here too in the heading, certain things need to be capitalized. And then any punctuation marks that's missing. Okay? Alrighty. Just if you need to like pause this part, that'd be cool. Think B. Think B is pretty easy. We'll just do like the first two because you just have to choose the correct verb to underline twice. Like Russia is located on the continents of Europe and Asia, or Russia are located on the continents of Europe and Asia. Well, you probably heard it when I said the first option. Russia is, right? And then number two, there is 7-Eleven zones, or there is 7-Eleven time zones in, there's 11 time zones in Russia, or there are 11 time zones in Russia. Well, you might think is the correct verb, but it's not, because the subject is zones, okay? That's the subject. That's what they're talking about. So my subject already ends with an S, which means my verb should not have an S in it. So it's R. There are 11 time zones in Russia. Now, you can try 3, 4, and 5 on your own, but we'll definitely go over them at our Zoom meeting. Think C. Circle each pronoun. Draw an arrow from each pronoun to its antecedent. I'm going to just read the whole paragraph first, okay? Children, come here. I have a surprise for you, Mom called from the back porch. Nina got to the door before Nico, but he wasn't far behind. See that box in the corner? Mom asked. Go look inside. In the box were tiny little balls of fluff. They made sweet cheeping sounds. Oh. The whole family will take care of these baby chicks, revealed Mom. They are ours, Nico declared. I want the chick with the brown spot on its head. Thank you for the chicks, Mom, Nina said. I will take care of their needs. Okay, so let's review what pronouns are. Pronouns here replace nouns. So we have a song for it, right? I, you, she, he, it, we, they. Me, you, him, her, it, us, them. My, mine, your, yours, his, her, hers. It's, our, their, and theirs. So we can use this chart to find the pronouns here in Think C. We're not going to do all of it. We'll probably just do the first 3 lines, and then we'll finish the next 3 lines at our Zoom meeting. And it's perfect because the first 3 lines end on a period. So I'm just going to like separate it. The first line, children, come here. Okay, so there aren't any pronouns there. I have a surprise for you. Ooh, okay, so I see the pronouns I and you. Now I, who's saying I? Well, Mom, right? Because it says here, Mom called from the back porch. So I'm going to take my pen I'm going to draw an arrow from I to mom because that's who's speaking. Who's you? The children, right? So you goes to children right there. Okay? So I got mom called from the back porch. Nina got to the door before Nico, but he wasn't far behind. Oh, here's another pronoun, he. Now, who is he? It's not Nina. Nina is a girl name. Nico. So I'm going to draw he to Nico like that. See that box in the corner? Mom asked. Go look inside. In the box were tiny little balls of fluff. They made sweet cheeping sounds. They is a pronoun. What's they talking about? I think it's talking about the balls of fluff. So balls of fluff. So as you can see, I only circled like 4 pronouns and then I pointed them out to the antecedents, like who were they talking about? And that's what we'll do in the next 3 lines here. If you want to try that on your own, that's pretty cool. Remember, these are the pronouns that you'll be using and looking for. Okay, so I know this is all pretty much review, but I hope you still enjoyed it and that you did the work. We're going to do more of the work at our Zoom meeting, and I thank you very much for your attentiveness. See you later, Forties.